Konnichiwa. I'm Miss Miyagi-kyo, an expert of the way of Japanese whiskey. I think you should have heard about Japanese tea ceremony, which is a beautiful Japanese tradition that everyone in the world loves now. But there is a hidden history. One Japanese guy got excommunicated because he was drunk during a tea ceremony. Then he started a new ceremony of his own. That is Japanese Whisky Ceremony. If you can't master it, I will punish you! I'm very pleased to welcome a guest who is part of a new wave of exciting new whiskey in Japan. Isamu Yoneda is head distiller at Kiuchi Shuzo. The company has been making sake in the small town of Naka, 120 kilometers northeast of Tokyo, for nearly 200 years. The team started making whiskey at the Nothingness Distillery just a few years ago. So please welcome Isamu Yoneda-san!
Hi everyone, thank you for having me. Thank you.
Where are you now? Can you tell us a little bit about where you are now?
Actually, behind me you can probably see I've got some pot stills here. So this is, I'm actually in Satou Distillery.
I'm sorry if this is kind of rude question, but why do you speak English such well?
My mom's from Scotland and I mostly grew up in the UK.
Wow!
I actually only moved over to Japan about 7 years ago. I actually started learning making whiskey over here, and then I went back to the UK to go around some of the distilleries and learn from them.
What was your favorite whiskey?
At that time, I used to drink quite a lot of, well, actually, Japanese whiskey. So when the Taketsuru pure malt was still widely available, I was drinking that. And I really loved the Kirin Gotemba's whiskey.
So you moved into whiskey production with the Nothingness Distillery, and why did you make this move?
Well, the Kiuchi owners have always wanted to start a whiskey distillery. If you start whiskey, you really want to have a decent, well, like a constant income from something else. Kiuchi Brewery went ahead with beer, and now that's like the constant income while the whiskey is maturing. The first part of the whiskey process, mashing and fermentation, is the same or similar to beer. For like brewing and fermentation, we already had that knowledge, so we didn't have to test so much. And also beer, you can use a variety of different grains. We're not just focusing on a single malt. We're hoping to do a variety of different whiskies using lots of different grains.
What is the place like, or your distillery's area?
Ibaraki is definitely the countryside. It's not very easy to get around without a car, but I guess that's a bit similar to, say, the Highlands in Scotland, or if you're going around on the whiskey trail. It used to be a very big barley producing area, so it'd be good to use the remaining local barley varieties for whiskey at some point as well.
Oh, that's cool. Now you've built a second distillery, Yasato.
Yes.
And how will the characteristics of the whiskey made here differ from that produced at Nukada?
The surrounding environment is very different. Yeah, we wanted an area that did have, some mountains. So mountains will usually equals good water. Also in Nukada, I was using a lot of brewing, beer yeast, ale yeast, and malted barley. But over here, because it's only whiskey, we've changed over to distilling yeasts and also distilling malts. So that flavor profile will change as well.
Do you have a timeline of when we could see your first whiskey release?
At the moment, we producing a highball, a canned highball from the Nukada distillery whiskey. So that's been going around, and I'm sure the Nukada whiskey, the first barrel is getting up to about 5 years of maturation. I'm sure at some point there'll be special bottlings of the Nukada selection. There's not so much. There wasn't so much production. There'll be quite rare ones. And Yasato, I think you'll need to be waiting a few years for that.
Okay, I'll be waiting. What does the future of the G whiskey, local whiskey movement, and the Japanese whiskey industry in general look like to you?
We have all these little distilleries that are starting around the same time. And so everyone's going to be releasing these, I think some people have released the new pots, the new make whiskies, and everyone will be releasing their 3-year thing, and it'll be great to compare, and really friendly, and maybe one day Japanese distilleries will swap casks and do blended whiskies like they do in Scotland. That could be interesting, collaborations in that.
Where can we find out more about your distillery and information on whiskey?
Facebook and Instagram account. They're both always have like notifications and blogs or whatever.
Thank you very, very much for joining us tonight, and 本当にどうもありがとうございます。そしてお疲れ様でした。お疲れ様です。At a Japanese tea ceremony, you open fusuma and enter the tea room on your knees. Then slide yourself into the tea room. When you walk, do not step on the edge of the tatami. Japanese whiskey ceremony. Just rolling. At a Japanese tea ceremony, you are basically required to sit in seiza, which means folding knees. Japanese whiskey ceremony. You will be folded automatically. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, as a musical guest this week, we are very, very excited to welcome an instrumental world music band based in Los Angeles. Yuki playing koto, Ash playing bass, and Haru playing drums play together as Ten, a name which means heaven in Japanese. Alright, please welcome Ten! Yay! Wow! こんにちは! How many years have you been in Los Angeles?
Los Angeles is almost.
You can 6 years
Uh-huh.
in the house.
20 years.
20 years.
Wow. So, I got a question for Yuki-san. So, for our viewers who might not be familiar with the Japanese koto, can you tell us more about koto and Japanese traditional music?
The koto is a Japanese traditional stringed instrument. It's here tuning.
And people say that the koto is designed in the image of dragon. Is it true?
Yes, true. So sometimes we call So here we call dragon head. So atama. And the other side, dragon tail, and here dragon tongue. So,
Yeah, even among Japanese girls or Japanese people, you are kind of unique people. So how did you start learning koto?
I started koto at the junior high school. So I play koto, and also I teach the koto for the student in Japan. I played koto traditional style and also modern style.
As you know, this show is about Japanese whiskey. And do you drink Japanese whiskey?
Very good whiskey. Yeah.
Haru-san は whiskey お好きですか? You like whiskey, Haru-san? Oh, cool.
Whiskey.
Oh, cool. What is your favorite Japanese whiskey?
でもやっぱサントリーが好きです。いつも日本に帰ると、when I go back to Japan, my dad, he buys like good whiskey. 山崎。そうそう、山崎。So, we enjoy it in Japan.
Thank you very, very much for joining us tonight. Where can we hear more of your music?
We have a single. It's called Subconscious Emotion. You can hear on iTunes, Spotify, and Google Play. And also you can check this single's video on YouTube.
どうもありがとうございました。
Thank you. ありがとう。
ありがとう。
Japanese tea. Turn your tea bowl clockwise by around 90 degrees so that its front is not facing you anymore. Drink the tea in a few sips. When you come to the last sip, inhale deeply, making an audible sound. Bow and express gratitude shortly after you finish your tea. When you drink Japanese whiskey, turn your glass, inhale deeply, then make an audible sound.
A full intense aroma floral fully
And
then
express your gratitude.
And then behind that
Not
there's a
shortly.
Japanese orange, whatever that means. It's not.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, today we have a special guest from Singapore! Yes! Singapore! Shirley Wong is Singapore's top celebrity food artist, and her Bento creations have been seen across the globe. She is the first Singaporean to be certified under the Japan Sushi Instructor Association in Tokyo and has published 7 best-selling books, including Kawaii Bento, New Deco Sushi, and Kawaii Sweet Treats. So, please welcome this beautiful lady, Little Miss Bento!
Hi everybody! Hello!
Hi! Thank you very much for joining us tonight! How are you?
So excited! I'm great. How are you?
I'm so great. I feel super happy meeting you today. Yay! Wow. So what inspired you to become a food artist, first of all?
I think for me, it's really interesting because from making bento, I became like a food artist. I create menus, design for brands and for restaurants. So I think it's a very nice work that I do, like from something just making food, and now I get to create many interesting and new things for other people to enjoy.
Wow, that's cool. And you always make various kinds of bento designs. And how do you come up with these kind of ideas of design or characters?
I think there are 2 things I do. The first thing is that I love kawaii characters. I love it. So I always look at their pictures, their toys, and find like inspiration. And also I think it's interesting to be inspired by the food. Like what character can I make? So then that makes me create a new dish.
Wow, super creative. What is your favorite characters do you make?
Wow, this is so difficult, 難しい. Let me see. Favorite. Rilakkuma.
Rilakkuma. I see. Yeah, I saw a lot of Rilakumas. Wow. It must take long time to make bentos. And how many hours or how many days?
It's quite fast actually. I think like maybe 1 hour if with the cooking. Not so bad.
And how many minutes do you eat all?
Oh, that's really fast, right? Like the bento maybe like 15 minutes. Itadakimasu, finish. Kilara Sen, today I want to to share something fun and simple to make. It's so easy. I hope you'll be hungry and you will make your own bento after this. So over here, I heat up a non-stick pan. All we need today for our cute food is egg, and we're going to put the egg inside. Okay, for today, I want to make my egg pink color, just like your hair.
Okay.
I'm going to spray a little bit of water and cover. So just something really simple. I want to show you this. So today's theme, the design is a bunny rabbit. I'm going to just add some salad. The food is colorful. Usually it means that it's more healthy. So here we have like the purple and even tomato. Tomato is really great because it has good color, like healthy. Everybody can do this. Okay. After the salad goes in, I have some chicken. Wait, ta-da. So this is just some protein. Of course, if you're vegetarian, you can make any other meat that you prefer. So you can see that the bottom is already cooked, but the top is not cooked yet, right? So I'm just going to add a little bit more water. And let's prepare the details for the bunny. So you can find something that is long. If you have any small cutters, this is super useful. Because you can use this for baking, you can use this for bento. It's so useful and it makes everything cute, right? Because you can cut things. Can you tell what this is?
Kanikama!
Yeah!
Kanikama!
We are going to use the red layer, just the red color. And to do that, I'm just going to use you can use a toothpick, you can use, anything you can find. So just this. And then you can make more white color if you need to. So these are really good. Sometimes you want to make like ribbons, like ribbon, or you want a red color ribbon, then this is perfect. Okay, our egg is done. So the good thing with cooking the egg like that is that the top is cooked and it looks a bit pink color, even though it's not pink color. Then I'm gonna take the egg.
Hey, Kawaii and healthy.
And we're going to add our yarn on top. So what I'm using now is I'm just using the crab stick that we did, using this cutter. And then we're going to put the ears on top now.
Ooh.
Okay, and I'm going to add the nose and the mouth. So these are some great stuff. If you don't want to cut using your hand, you can buy such punches. You can use nori, so seaweed. Okay, and then we're going to add.
Oh.
Okay, and now the last thing is that so it's very nice to decorate, like you can have small little containers like that. So like, salad sauce. And then you can bring this out for bento, it's really convenient. And then the salad sauce goes here. So today is a sesame. So if you have like tomato sauce, tomato sauce or ketchup, tomato sauce, just dab a little bit. Okay, done!
Kawaii! Wow! And what is your social medias and where can we find about yourself?
So please follow me and like my posts on Facebook and Instagram. You can look for me at Little Miss Bento. One word. Everybody will enjoy cute food and food that tastes good and looks good.
Your talking makes me very, very hungry now. So
Yay!
Yay! I was really happy talking with you. So thank you very much for joining tonight's Little Miss
Thank you!
Show. Arigato!
Arigatou gozaimasu!
Now you master Japanese whiskey ceremony. And there is one Japanese whiskey name that stands for the concept of the Japanese whiskey I will show you. Wax on, wax off, 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 wax on, wax off. I'm not sure if it is correct. Maybe okay. Wax on, wax off, wax on, wax off, wax, wax, wax on. Cosmo! Cosmo! Yes! Free your mind! Like a big bang. If you can write it with the chopsticks, you can accomplish anything.